Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Superstar PartyPlex. This is Late Night Laughter, and I'm MJ. This is an FPS, and I'm gonna be playing HareWire. And with me today,
Hi, I'm Doll. I'm playing Jackie.
hooray! So, it's been a few days since the events of Wild Hunt, where most everyone involved ended up at least a little traumatized.
You
I think it's once again getting to closing. Well, just after closing, really. And I presume Jackie is in the daycare cleaning up.
mhm,
And
as
Hairwire,
she often is, because the kids are always so messy.
yeah, and Hairwire. During the events of Wild Hunt, Jackie had managed to spot a friendship bracelet that Hairwire was wearing that indicated that hey, he was who Bun Bun was when he was de-aged.
Mhm.
So in his mind, he and Jackie are kind of friends, and he did bad by his friend by letting the whole wild hunt thing happen. So for once in his life, he's going to try doing the whole apologizing friend thing by hanging out with Jackie, uninvited,
And we are
just
so
showing
proud
up
of
out of
him.
the blue. That's an apology,
We're
right?
so proud of him for trying. You're doing great, buddy. This is a wonderful first step,
It's the thought that counts.
especially for someone like him.
Oh yes, he knocks on the daycare door.
Mm. It probably takes a couple seconds for her to cross over and open it.
She does. She sees hair wire. Not masked by the illusion, but still very recognizably hair wire. Standing outside, and he gives her a wave.
Is he in the outfit? I need to know.
He is in his skater boy outfit. Those are his clothes now.
Yeah, so she'll stand there a little shocked that he's here, and then her eyes drift down to the skater boy outfit, and she looks back up as nice clothes. Hi, what are you doing here?
Why, thank you. I'm here because I believe, well, he kind of lifts up his arm and points to the friendship bracelet, that maybe we are due for a hangout, a hanging out just, a play date, if you will.
I want you to know that you say all that, and eye her pupil is steadily growing wider, and you say play date, and it gets sparkles, and she looks so excited. Because not a lot of people go out of their way to come have playdates with her, aside from Gwen or ZZ.
Hairwire's gonna steal Quinn's girl.
His greed sickens me.
Do not. He can't. He's already committed to Ezra. Unless, or I think we joked one time that the partyplex will just end with it everyone being in a giant polycule. But yeah, he
Like,
seeing her delight, smiles, and does she indicate for him to come in? Cause I assume she's peeking out the door.
she straight up grabs his hand and pulls him in.
He is so locked into the situation. And I mean locked
Yes.
in. Yeah, I think he's now taking this opportunity to look around the daycare and go, once again, nice place. I when I was here last, I was a little shorter.
Oh, for sure.
Thanks for making sure me and my buddy were okay during that whole incident, by the way. I can't remember if I said that.
I think she gives him like a little bit of a soft look. It's like, of course, you were kids. It's
Yeah, not everyone's that nice to kids.
She nods. I always will be though. It's what I'm made for after all.
Yeah, it's good to have people like you around. Um, so, friendo, uh, nice place you got here. Did I already say that?
Yes, but I appreciate hearing it again. I do put a lot of work into keeping it clean.
I see why. I love the color, sort of sunsetty or sunrisey, depending on your perspective. It reminds me of
She smiles about it.
well, I might have also already said this when I was a kid, but it's like Dreamland.
I remember you mentioning that, yeah.
I bet you would love Dreamland.
Hmm?
Or, well, Dream Realm, as Owl calls it. You saw a little bit of it during the illusion.
We did?
Well, yeah, oh, okay, He taps his chin. Something I probably have never explained to anyone. I kind of figured it would be intuitive, but maybe that's just because I have a highly biased perspective.
Most likely.
Yeah, so Owl's illusions sort of differ, and I think he's like climbing up onto one of the structures as if like speaking on a podium or something. Owl's
Yeah.
illusions differ from the normal, standard, boring wizard affair in just one way. They're kind of borrowing from another place and projecting it onto the reality you see around you. But it kind of becomes it's fully. I don't actually get how it works either. I just go with it because hey, it works.
That's really interesting, actually.
Yeah, I haven't said this to anyone, but I do get a little jealous that they can do it because I mean I was kind of the first one in Dreamland. It kind of spawned into existence with me, but hey, it's okay. It's not like I need illusion powers.
She offers a smile.
But yeah, sorry your experience of it was misleading. I mean, hey, I never lied. I didn't say we were. I mean, I said no animals would be no real animals would be hurt, and we didn't hurt any real animals. I mean, animatronic alligator ain't a real animal.
I mean, if you want to get into the technicalities and get pedantic with it, he is real and he is an animal, technically. So she shrugs.
Okay, but the animal he isn't a real animal. You know what? I digress.
She's mildly amused by the thought that you don't think alligators are a real animal.
No, he's trying to suggest that being an alligator. I mean, that being an animatronic. It makes up the difference.
Yeah. She can guess that's not what he meant, but it's funny to imagine.
It's just in. Well, I mean, I think alligators are real to D&D world, but who knows what real animals are like mythical creatures in D&D. I mean,
Yeah.
mythical isn't fake. uh, but anyway, HareWire kind of like blinks for a little bit, resets his brain, and goes. Anyway, the reason this place reminds me of Dreamland is because of the soul sunset thing. You see, in Dreamland, unlike the real world, the sun and moon kind of revolve around it, like it's more like a disc shape, and they go around and round like a carousel rather than uh like over a horizon. So it's kind of always more like twilighty. I mean, they kind of rise and fall as well, but it just means that either it's a little sunnier or it's a little more nighty.
That sounds really pretty.
Yeah, it's a great place. Again, I mean, I'm not gonna diss Owl's whole thing, but I think I would do it a little differently if I could bring people to the dream realm, or the dream realm to people.
I'm trying to remember. Is it canon that Jackie painted the daycare walls herself? Because I'm pretty sure it is.
I think you mentioned something about that, like she was looking at video clips.
Yeah. Then she'll like climb up onto the structure and sit next to him. Is like, I actually painted these.
HareWire links at her and goes, "Oh, you like art? Well, I mean, it kind of explains why you had so many paint buckets in your room up there."
She looks a little confused. Like she, you can like see the thought process of like, well, you've never been in my room, and then the remembering of, oh yeah, you were in my room that one time when you were a kid.
But not the time he stole paint as a shadow.
She hasn't connected those dots, luckily for him.
I Can you roll insight on HareWire? Maybe you can read on his face that it's something other than just the kid thing.
16.
I think HairWire's face, with the way his mouth closes and goes into a flat line, and his eyes sort of shiftily look around before looking back at you. You get the hint that maybe that's not the only time he's been in your room.
She like blinks at him and is like, have you broken into my room when I wasn't there?
So, uh, you know what? Maybe I owe you the truth. So there was this one time that you were there, uh, and and in lieu of explaining, I think he just kind of like projects this shadow out, and it gives a sheepish wave.
She stares at you for like a solid 10 seconds and then went, I wasn't crazy!
Yeah, we kind of lied to you, bold facedly.
She like looks off into the distance a bit, is like, you got multiple people to lie to me about that.
I know I'm kind of surprised about it myself. Sorry, but
She just sighs and shakes her head and says, it's been long enough and I know enough about you now that I'm not too mad about it anymore.
yeah, Quinn had that little talk with you, huh? I noticed they were a little blushy afterwards, and he sort of wiggles his eyebrows.
She smiles a little bit smugly as she like glances to the side.
He snickers. Just fair warning, I will tease them about it.
She like looks at you with joy in her eyes and she's like, "Oh, for sure." She loves them dearly, but also mischief. It's part of a clown's nature.
I think Harry's just snickering more and I think he just starts his shadow retreats back into his body and he just sort of starts climbing the structure. You know, these seemed a little bit bigger when I was small.
Yeah, she climbs up with him. It's like, yeah, that's the illusion of height.
I
They're
really,
still decently big since we can like fit in them if we scrunch.
oh yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they ain't hefty, I'm just saying different.
Hmm.
So, you might be able to gather. I'm not kind of used to this whole, just hanging out thing with a friend. I mean, you know, I've got this whole thing with Ezzy going on, but this is
Well, if
something
you
a little
want, I could
different.
tell you what usually happens during hangouts.
I mean, I think I can imagine you go on adventures and, uh, he kind of looks around the, daycare and then goes, okay, we might be a little bit limited on what adventures we can go in here, but
Not if you have good skills at playing pretend, which I happen to be a master of.
ooh,
But it is a little different from usual play dates with the children when it's, you know, me and other staff members.
I'm not staff,
Not everyone is super into playing pretend.
but I am into playing pretend. It's just, sorry, I'm getting all nostalgic because of the whole, he like points again to the walls. It just, you gotta imagine, okay, you're a kid, and every time you go to bed, you wake up somewhere else that's magical, and you can go on lots of adventures, like actual adventures, like, he kind of like starts like projecting his shadow and making it do shadow puppets like on a pirate ship or a rocket ship or like there's a town or a city in a medieval kingdom in the big woods and you can just go anywhere and do anything.
She's like watching all this with like a sparkle of wonder and fondness in her eyes as she imagines it. And she like almost under her breath mutters, "That sounds amazing."
Yeah, and
Because
it's like
she wishes she could do something like that for the kids.
he nods like you get it. It's like he sighs and his sort of like good mood fades a little bit. Can I level with you? I know we're kind of like friends, but new friends, so maybe I shouldn't get too deep, but I've got some stuff on my mind after that whole wild hunt stuff.
Well, I'm happy to listen. What are friends for?
For venting apparently. Uh yeah, I'm a little bit crossed with Night Owl, kind of. Ezra pointed out something to me that well so there's this spell they have that they use and I kind of always assume they weren't using it on me, but now I've been thinking and I think they've used it on me a lot more than I thought they did.
She nods and is like, I can't say I understand entirely in the relating way, but I do understand a little.
Well, I think they used a version of it on you and your friends, so.
Yeah, that's what I meant, kind of.
But I mean, what I mean is just. So, couldn't explain the whole night terror thing. We're like,
I imagine they're like climbing around the daycare
oh yeah, I've
talking
been
as
like
they just move
actively imagining as they're
it.
talking, they're just like, like rock climbing, but on the play structure.
They're both high energy people, so this is enrichment.
Enrichment. But yeah, night terrors. We're not. Well, I, the things you do for lunch.
Yeah, Quinn mentioned that.
And it was sort of something we all did, and something I kind of still am, but I don't think Quinn considers himself like a night terror anymore. And I'm kind of starting to think maybe I'm not a night terror anymore either. But not full. I mean, I'm not committed. I mean, to not being a night terror. I'm just saying if I'm like, I mean, a night terror. I thought meant that I was equal with the other night terrors. But if I'm just still like, a pawn for the illusion stuff, then like, what's the benefit of being a night terror anymore?
And she nods and is like, sometimes situations change and it can lead you to feeling strange as you're stuck in that middle part of either going back or moving forwards. It can be a little scary, but you'll find your way.
Scary as a guy with a knife. This, well, it's just, I'm not sure. Cause, like, am a knight. I mean, it's sort of been my whole thing.
Well, if you want to try something else out, you can, dip your toes into it. And if it's not for you, you can go back.
He nods and kind of then, like, slowly looks at you and goes, that's a good idea. My brain, the uhs may not all be in character, but they are fitting. So, let's say, okay, I'm HareWire. I'm a night terror. Before I was HareWire the night terror, I was Pun Pun, the dreamer. You met that guy, and you've met this guy. Would it be weird if I asked for, like, just this for this little playdate where just like I'm just like neither of those guys, and we see what
She
happens.
smiles. She smiles at him and is like, of course. I'm always down for playing pretend.
Right, right. That's the whole thing here. So, Hairwire got these new duds, but these duds kind of seem to make certain people not want to make direct eye contact with me. And he's like pointing to his bare midriff.
She giggles and is like, some people aren't prepared to see such revealing clothes. I mean, it's obviously so scandalous. Bare endoskeleton? I can't believe it. And she like dramatically puts the back of her hand on her forehead as
Hairwire snickering. Yep, yep.
but if you're insinuating you want to play dress up, I have so many costumes.
I was kind of hoping.
She grins eagerly.
I think he like looks down like I almost imagine like now they're like really like on top of like the highest play structure and he looks down and it's like race you to the ground.
She like looks at you. They're probably up on like that tower thing. She looks at you, and once you say that, she just jumps off the tower and like does a roll when she hits the ground and then pops back up with a smile.
Yeah, actually wanna roll and see who the
Yeah.
like she leaps off, Hairwire leaps off, rolling
Yeah,
acrobatics.
yeah. Because they're both that kind of person.
Harley Quinnette's gonna just have a terrifying moment where they realize that their best friend and their brother are just oh no, there's two of them.
Yeah. Acrobatics.
Acrobatics, yeah. Oh, Hairwire rolled so bad, but his modifier saves him.
18. Jackie has a +8 to acrobatics, so most rolls end up high.
Yeah. And it, well, I mean, Hairwire has a. It almost feels like this is wrong, but it's right according to DMV, a +11. But he rolled a freeze, so he only got a 14. Meanwhile, Jackie with that unnatural 21. Definitely doing as you described before, just perfect landing. I think Hairwire manages to land without breaking anything, but it's definitely not like graceful. It's like he lands on a beanbag.
He lands on a beanbag and like trips, and she has to reach out and grab him by the back of the scruff so he doesn't fall flat on his face.
Thank you.
Of course, of course.
He gets up, kind of pretends to brush himself off, and says, "We don't tell you when I nearly ate dirt."
What happens in the daycare can stay in the daycare. It's fine.
Oh, like lost wages.
She laughs.
So, lead the way to the
So what?
dress up.
Yeah, she like leads him towards the backstage of the theater. Is like, so what exactly were you hoping for? Because
I
depending on what you say, I can like sort things out or maybe grab some things from my personal area.
I have no idea at this point. Like, in the back of my mind, I've been rotating. Could I pull off a leather jacket? Do I want to pull off a leather jacket? Should I go more clown vibes? Something like secret furred thing?
Well, we can try it all.
Yeah.
And she like leads him to the costume area where there's like racks upon racks of costumes and props and such.
Having HareWire whistles. Now this is fun looking.
She smiles and is like, yeah, I love the theater. I was actually a big part of it before. I can't be as much of a part of it now since I've got the daycare to take care of, but I still love it.
Yeah, my home was a theater. Well, my dreamland home was a theater. Well, it was sort of like a theater slash circus slash fairground area.
She giggles and is like, huh, I guess we have more in common than we thought.
Yeah, I'm sure Quinn will be thrilled to know about that.
I can see the look on their face now, she says fondly.
Oh no, what a tragedy. Now me trying to figure out how we should do this, since it is like, I haven't figured out what I want HareWire to look like in the future yet. I mean, the skater boy look is kind of iconic to me now. Ah,
Also, I think Jacky would playfully like suggest if HairWire wants, they could like take pictures of everything
yeah,
because she's got like toy cameras and such from the gift shops.
yeah, yeah. I think HareWire's down for that.
Yes,
This is great. I can show them to Ezzy later. Ezra, my guy.
she smiles.
He's sort of just like now, like looking at the costumes and such. It would be funny if he like pulls out like a rock star outfit. He goes, "Why do you guys need this if everyone else is dressed like a rock star already?"
Well, these are like theater costumes, so the main band isn't going to be like on stage here. They're on stage out there. So this is for anyone who needs to play that role in here. It is
Hmm.
fun to wear though.
I'm just imagining one of the costumes is like an Elvis ripoff, and he just like puts on the pompadour.
She giggles, like takes a picture of it for him to see.
Whoa, bummer. I'm not sure this hair fits me, but he then like turns to like the other coat that's sort of white and with the gold trim. You know, the Elvis sort of thing. He tries it on.
Mhm.
A little bit of a weird fit because of the Indo situation, but snazzy.
Oh right. She like snaps her fingers. Is like, we should go to my personal area. It's way more fitted to like people our size.
Ooh, okay, good catch. In a way, would you have this, or would this be more of a parts and service thing, but like an actual casing? Like, I don't want to look like one of the main animatronics, but he sort of like pats his like showing endo ribs and whatnot. I was like, I will admit, I feel a little bit exposed sometimes.
She like puts a thumb on her a finger on her chin and thinks is like, I mean, I'm pretty sure Ajax is in today, so if you wanted to do that fast, we could probably bribe him into it or something.
Oh my god, my brain wasn't even thinking about that. We could Ajax cameo.
Yeah, she just goes, the pros of Quinn being best friends with one of the really good technicians here.
Now hold on, we have to quickly think if I want to make this decision or not. I do think I've been kind of imagining him getting like just for at least his torso, like a fiberglass sort of shell thing going on.
Yeah, and if he ever wants to take it off, he can just get it undone.
Yeah, so I think let's do this and then we can get back to him trying on outfits without me having to think of logistics of how would this fit on an Indo.
Yeah. Really, this is just the whole thing of you go to the daycare when you're in a transitory period and you get a makeover.
Yeah. Does Ajax know about? Yeah, Ajax was supposed. Yeah, so Ajax knows about HareWire. Jacky knows about HareWire. HareWire knows
And
about
Jackie can vouch
HareWire.
for him. Yeah, Jackie can vouch for him.
And we'll, like, do you want to play Ajax, or we could also like hand wave it as like Jacky messaged
If you
him?
want if you want me to play Ajax, I can do that.
I'm more asking you because it's your character, and if you want him to interact with HareWire real quick.
I'm happy either way.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
whichever you think is funniest.
Maybe just like a quick like cut to like HareWire Ajax. I don't know. Maybe it would be better just to describe it as they went down there. Hair where it got measured. Ajax made a fiberglass with 3D printed a shell for his torso.
Mhm. There's probably like jokes about him having good bedside manner or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it counts as, since I guess the casing is sort of just something that you can slap on.
Hmm.
Yes. I'm just, this is me racking my brain. Is there any reason, like any particular thing they should exchange with Ajax? I just don't know. I'm in Jacky mode.
The clown is here and she's taking the spotlight as she should.
As she should. Well, we love Ajax. Ajax
We
Employee of the
do.
Month every month.
Yes.
So yeah, I think they get back to the daycare with him now outfitted with that fiberglass shell sort of color casing because it's not like painted, but it's sort of like a whitish color, so it
Hmm.
matches with his mask. Yay! And I think what'll have it is just like it. Like I think he forwent it on like his forearms, but it has like it's on his upper arms as well, and his like
Hmm.
upper leg thigh area, but not his lower calves area.
Hmm.
So now in the future I can draw like 50% less endo. Hooray!
Yeah. You saved.
I'm saved. I should have weep. I weep in relief.
But yeah, like they probably get back into the costume area as Jackie leads him towards her personal zone as she like compliments him on the casing.
Thank you, thank you. I know. I'm very fashionable. I'm stunning.
Actually, since you said you wanted to be someone else while we're, having fun as friends, how about a nickname?
Ooh. Okay, I'll offer to let you give me one, or I can come up with one for myself.
Hmm. What would be a good one? She like looks you over as she's trying to figure it out.
He kind of like does a little like dance in place.
She giggles. Hmm. Like I'm trying to figure out if I should do one that's also a rabbit pun or if I should do something else.
I've got like 50 middle names you could choose from.
She just goes, you know, I think it's probably my brain playing like a word association game that's a really long chain, but for some reason my head keeps going to Buttercup. I don't know why.
Buttercup? I mean, he like thinks about it for a second. Are you saying I'm a cute little flower?
If you want that to be what I'm saying, I suppose so.
He thinks again. I will tolerate it for today.
You don't have to go with it. We can do something else.
No, no, I mean, I don't have any objection to it. I'm not quite sure if I'm a buttercup at heart, but it does make me feel pretty. And he, like, manifests those long eyelashes of his and blink blinks.
She laughs. Oh, uh, if you want something a little less dainty, you could do nightshade, because that's also a type of flower that's very pretty.
He, like, kind of,
It's
like,
also a bit more dangerous.
nose scrunches and says, I'm gonna be honest, I think that's more of, like, night owl turf.
Fair enough. The problems of having someone with night in their name.
It is sort of like hogging, like, half of the celestial rated stuff. But it's okay, I have more sunshiny,
Mm,
maybe. Or I used to have
mhm.
little, like, sun patterns on my cloak I used to have.
Oh, right. Because Bun Bun was in his outfit, wasn't he?
Yeah, here, hold on, let me grab a bun bun photo.
Yeah, I
Bun,
think I remember
bun,
that.
bun, 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 bun. Here we go, the wee wah, the wee wah, the wabba wee wee wah. And it's two for she would have seen him in his smallest or like an in between stage of these two.
hmm The itty bitty.
Itty bitty. See his cloak has got some suns.
hmm But yeah, she is fully committing to trying to find a nickname that he enjoys, not just tolerates. Because
Yes.
this is supposed to be his fun day of trying to be someone else.
Also, what I'm gonna do is copy paste from my. Where is it? Da, 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 da.
Da 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 da
His
da 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 da
full
da
name.
da da.
If we want to just
Because yeah, he
scrounge
said it
for his
before.
middle names.
He said it before, so she would remember that if she like went back to the memory file for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, she will like she'll go back to the memory file and goes, "You did have a flower in your name, didn't you?"
Yeah, yeah, sunflower.
She giggles as she like goes, "If you wanted to mash it up a bit, you could call yourself a sunny bunny."
Ooh,
She
that's
jokes.
cute.
Yeah, if you wanted, I could call you Sunny during this.
Sunny, do I feel like a sunny? He kind of like is like palming through like the various costumes as he thinks. Am I a sunny? I feel like I have something else slightly too wrong with me to be a sunny.
I mean, if you wanted to go in the middle, you could do Eclipse. That's both.
HareWire looks into the camera. I think maybe someone else already has that somewhere in an alternate universe.
That was literally. I get that it's a FNAF reference, I do, but it is genuinely a thing she would suggest of your. It's a middle. It's the middle ground. There's not really other words for it that I know.
I know. Like honestly, if the FNAF Eclipse didn't exist, I think I would actually be like, oh, that's a sick ass name.
Mm.
But because of how it is, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to think that without thinking of Eclipse FNAF. He like just sort of looks at
There,
her and goes, not bad, but let's keep thinking.
she nods. Mhm. Oh, solar flare is something sunny but more sharp sounding.
Solar flare. I don't know if I give off light, you know?
I mean, your personality is bright enough for it, even if it is a little, yeah.
Maybe we're on the wrong track with the celestial. I kind of like the flower stuff, I think. Maybe a little
She
more
nods and starts making
down to earth,
flowers.
even if I've got my head in the clouds.
She giggles. Hmm. Like flowers specifically or plants in general? Because if it's plants in general, bramble could be something.
Ooh, bramble. That is kind of cute. Me in the back of my mind. Here's a fun fact. I thought about like if the PartyPlex campaign wasn't so like indoorsy, I have been like I feel like in an alternate life HareWire would have multi-classed into Druid or something.
Oh, that's cute.
I think he's while they've been talking, I think he's found he's like taken out like a really like flowy sort of what you may call it, like me and my inability to think of word for thing, but like not a sundress. It's not a sundress sort of thing, but it's like got long sleeves, but it's flowy.
Hmm.
Guess it's some
So
sort of
like a
gown.
shirt in that style, or like a longer outfit.
Oh, like a tunic, like a tunic.
Tunic, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like he takes that out and he kind of looks at it and its ruffles and whatnot, and kind of hums in contemplation. Does the new me want frills and flowy stuff? Or and then he like I think he found like a pair of skinny jeans maybe from that rock star outfit. So I want to look like tight fitting clothes and cool.
I mean, if you combine them both, that could look pretty neat, I think.
There's an idea. Mix and match.
Hmm. Mix and match is very fun.
I think he kind of looks around and then goes, is there a changing room?
She points in a direction.
He like sprints in and then sprints right back out with the power of tune logic.
Mm.
He's got like a black pair of skinny jeans and that sort of like tunic. And I think he's like got like a scarf or something to kind of like sash it around the middle.
Hmm. She claps her hands a bit and then takes a picture so she can hand it to him to look at.
Ooh, not bad. Kind of reminds me of my old outfit, but new, different. Old but
Hmm.
different.
Nostalgic, maybe. It's something
Yeah.
new, but it reminds you of something old.
Hmm. Hmm. I think he like goes over to like the accessory box and keeps like rummaging through, and then like gets a pair of
Mm.
cool shades and puts them on. How do I look?
She smiles, is like, well, shades always make me think of Archie, but if you wore them, like, up, it might look cool.
He wears them up.
She snaps a picture.
Maybe shades aren't quite my thing. He does, however, take out his glasses and put them on while tossing the shades away. Maybe something with my
Mm.
glasses? I need these for reading.
She nods and takes another picture.
And my brain has just remembered, like, HareWire hasn't done his hair up in a braid yet, but if you remember the hottest tamale photo.
I mean, we're doing a whole thing of them playing a bunch of things, and she could absolutely do his hair.
Yeah!
She's
Like,
done it for many a child. She's good at braids.
tame his mullet.
Hmm. He never did fully make a comment about nickname things.
He's afraid of commitment. I think with like his, like he kind of is like out fiddling with his hair and goes, uh, so, hmm, not to interrupt or dress up, but I think I have an idea about my hair. Do you do hair? Do you know how
Oh,
to do hair?
buddy, I work with children all the time. Of course I know how to do hair. I know so many different styles. What do you want?
Uh, maybe like a braid?
Oh, of course. Like any specific style of braid, or are you just giving me creative control here?
I guess one of the bigger braids, like not the really like tight numerous braids, but like like the big chunky ones that kind of remind you of a loaf of bread.
She nods and like motions for him to go sit down somewhere.
He just kind of like hops on over.
Yeah. She like pull. I'll roll hammer space, but she's gonna pull a brush out.
Brushy, brushy.
Yeah, a brush and a comb, and of course, like a properly matching colored hair tie and such.
Yes.
And she'll come over and like start running her fingers through his hair for a second before she starts brushing it.
I think like his eyes sort of flutter at the touch because he's just, it's been a while since anyone gave him like a gentle makeover or anything like that. His hair
Mhm.
definitely like is
Eh,
showing sign. Like he took a
mm,
bath when he went to like Wellspring. I don't know how many like in-game months that's been now, but it's been a while.
yeah. I think she like hums and then pulls out of her hammer space some of like the Lexi themed hair products that you could find in like the hair salon area in Lexi's place
Yeah,
and starts applying it. It's not the same as getting a bath, but it's still pretty good at making it look better.
dry shampoo.
Yeah. Dude's getting the full scalp massage treatment and everything.
He's probably just
Spa
melting.
day for hair. Yeah. I can imagine her like humming a little song as she works.
I think he just sort of mumbles like, you know what? I think I owe you like a hairdo or something after this. I can braid.
She laughs. Is like, yeah, we can do each other's hair. That's a classic sleepover thing, which is technically also a hangout.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this is a sleepover, but it is a late night hangout.
It's close enough. Hmm. And like she'll start braiding his hair after combing it into place.
Yee.
I can't fully come up with like stuff about the children she works with off the fly, but I'm imagining like she like tells him about a few of the kids who like this kind of style of braid that she works with.
Well, those kids have got good taste. Sometimes I think I would like to work with kids or something. There's these two kids I've met, H and Nalani, who are pretty fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're sweet.
I think I've met them before actually. And she like looks through her records. Because I'm pretty dang sure we've had a game where they've met her.
Yeah, it was, what was it? It was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, just kidding.
Just kidding. Alright, yeah, just
She goes,
kidding.
yeah, yeah, they're in my database. I've met them before. They were very sweet.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I think I get the vibe people don't trust me around children, but I am nice to kids. I don't like seeing them upset or anything. I mean, not like
Hmm.
super upset. A little scared. That's just par for the course.
Maybe one day when you're all figured out a little bit more, you could come help me out in the daycare one day.
Oh,
At
that'd be
least try
fun.
it out. Yeah, I could always use an assistant because I do love the kids in my job, but they can be a handful sometimes, and not many staff were willing to come work in the daycare since they're all so little.
Yeah, I could get that. Overwhelming, but not bad.
Hmm. When things are good, it's the most fun you'll ever have. Like, she finishes and pulls back, and like goes around to take the picture for him.
Yay! I think he smiles when he sees it. Now that's what I call a braid. There we go. I'm already looking like somebody new.
Yeah, she looks proud of herself for her good work. We've also got like clip on jewelry and other things if you want to try that out.
Ooh, bedazzle me.
She smiles and like goes over to grab a little jewelry box and come back and start showing him the different options and putting them on.
I think he definitely likes for things that are like blue, pink, yellow. Him colors.
Hmm.
His
Him
brand.
colors. His brand.
Probably got some like flower clips in there, as well as some jewels.
Hmm. Yeah. When she pulls back, she's got this big grin. Is like, you look wonderfully sparkly, my friend.
He wants eyelashes make a return as he poses again and flutters them.
She takes a picture while he's like that. Gosh, they're just gonna have like a scrapbook amount of pictures by the end of dress up, aren't they?
So many.
That's part of the fun of it, though, isn't it? A
It
way that
is.
he'll always have the memory of his good day.
My fun day at the PartyPlex daycare when I'm like 30 years old.
Yeah. Give Jackie one of those little little pictures to hang, little drawn crayon drawings to put up in her room along with the other kids' art.
Actually, that could be something they do. They could draw since they both like to paint and draw.
Yeah, she does love arts and crafts. She will bring it up later.
Yeah. I think once his hair is done, he hops up, and I think what he'll do. Hmm, like I really I remember the image I drew of him in that sundress, and now I'm like, we could make that a reality. We can make it canon. Ezra wouldn't be able to handle it.
Make him explode.
Make him explode. I suppose I will spare Ezra for now, but I do
He's
think
already gonna be enough with all the pictures of pretty HareWire.
I do think he like goes and gets some like additional like jewelry and stuff. Like he needs an gay ass earring.
Yeah. You can never have enough.
Never have enough. I'm trying to think what it would be. Hmm. What do we think would be a fun shape? I'll let Jacky have influence.
Hmm. I mean, he mentioned sunflowers before, and he has a few flower clips in his stuff, so she might hold up a little sunflower earring.
Yee! Sunflower earring. He clips that on. Then I wonder if there's like a star earring, something that reminds
Oh,
him of Ezra,
absolutely.
like star earrings.
Absolutely. This is PartyPlex. There's so much star theming. Of course there's a star earring.
Yeah, okay. He has a sunflower earring and a star earring.
Yes.
Then maybe there's a necklace or something he grabs. Like, I'm gonna
Hmm.
bejewel this man.
He likes being sparkly and shiny, and Jackie is very happy to help him with that.
You know what I think I might do is have it be like star earring sunflower necklace. There we go.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Perfect. I imagine like they were also having this debate.
Yeah, like in universe they were like having a serious debate, like him holding one up. Like you know the Gravity Falls Puma shirt or Panther shirt? Puma shirt or
Yeah.
Panther shirt?
Yeah.
Then finally he's like, all right, makeover complete for now. You wouldn't mind if maybe I hop back here sometimes and try out different stuff, would you?
Well, you've got to invite me, of course, because I love playing dress up.
Oh, sure, sure.
She grins.
He grins.
Because, yeah, again, not a lot of people come to play with her after hours.
They are so fun. They need to. Jacky need
Yes.
enrichment.
Yeah, Jackie need enrichment, and not everyone is bold enough to get all silly with her and play the quote unquote childish things that she likes to play.
Yeah. Meanwhile, HareWire is probably the best person for that, aside
Yeah,
from an actual child.
yeah.
Yeah, he smiles at her, and he sort of sits and said, I guess we're gonna have to leave the name thing as an unknown since I'm still a little indecisive. I don't know why I am. I guess I've just been hairwire so long that it's sort of like me, but
You'll figure out what you want one day. It doesn't have to be today.
yeah, that's fair. You know what I do want to do
I
today?
c- yes.
Well, I remember you said you painted the daycare. You got any, like, arts and crafts supplies?
She like perks up again with the sparkly eyes and like grabs his hand and is like, "Do I have arts and crafts? What kind of daycare attendant do you take me for? Come on!"
I was imagining her, like, physically dragging him.
Yeah, she's so excited. She loves
They're
arts and
both like,
crafts.
she drags him, and then he has to sprint to keep up, but they're both excited.
Mm-hmm.
What's your
They're
favorite
having a
color?
play date. How can you make me pick that? That's so mean. There's so many good colors.
Oh, I feel the same way. Like, I've always got my main free. You can't go wrong with pink, blue, or yellow.
Those are good colors. You're right.
I also got some things for purple, but it's sort of a complicated love-hate relationship.
She nods. I tend to just go with sunset colors if I have to pick something.
You know, it's sort of like you can make sunset colors out of my colors. Kind of,
That's true.
depending on how you mix them.
I imagine she like gets them over to the arts and crafts corner and starts setting things up.
I think like he grabs a sheet of paper and some crayons and starts scribbling away. So it's like I think what I want to
Yeah.
do is show you the bit of the dreamland realm you didn't get. Like Owl calls it the dream realm. I used to call it dreamland. I think Dreamworld does sound cooler, but Dreamland is kind of my whole thing, so eh.
Dreamland has more of the whimsy you would expect.
It's more of a whimsy. It sounds like you're going to an amusement park.
Exactly. And like she's also going to start drawing something.
Anyway, if I can draw it, then I can show you, and then you'll get to see what you're missing out on when you were in that boring hunt that you totally could have had because Owl's dumb and stupid and keeps showing people the wrong bit of the dreamland.
One day we'll have to convince them to take me to your spot.
Yeah, or if I could find a way. And I think he actually like pauses his scribbling and seems to think for a long second, like it's just staring vacantly into space.
Yeah. I think she'll like try to pull him back with a funny stories like, "Oh, you want to know something that happened once when a child snuck into the daycare after hours?
Oh? He like blinks and kind of looks at her again.
I did arts and crafts with her, and I made her a whole drawing. And she made me an origami thing. But guess what?
What?
It was a glitter bomb trap. Exploded on me the second I picked it up.
That's
It was
fun.
so rude."
Oh, it's a bad thing. Yes, tisk
No,
for shame.
she laughs. It's fun to look back on now, but in the moment, it was very messy.
I can see that. Unexpected glitter bomb, large spread,
Yeah.
but also I think that kid's a genius.
Oh yeah, she's very crafty. And she like smiles a bit embarrassed as she like, does the anime thing of like scratching a little her cheek and is like, I love having fun and such, but I do have some pretty strong cleanup coding due to the whole, being a daycare attendant thing. It's my job to clean up after hours, so especially after hours, it can get a little overwhelming if a huge mess is made, or at least upsetting.
I get that. You're not gonna believe that. Well, maybe you would believe this. You met me as a kid, but I used to actually be a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a clean freak, but I did like things being clean, like mud on my cloak. No, thank you.
She laughs and goes, "Yeah, I remember how you were. You were a very sweet kid," she says as she continues drawing.
That gets a shy smile out of him, and he looks sort of sheepish. Says, "Yeah, that wore off fast."
I wouldn't say entirely.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're kind of not getting the full view of what I'm capable of.
I know that, but you're also capable of doing things like this, of playing dress up and drawing and playing pretend and being nice to children. I wouldn't say it's entirely gone.
So you guys still
I'm
got it?
capable of scary things too." She grins at him and nods. In my humble opinion, I think so.
He's like kind of like smiles at her a bit quickly and goes, "I'm starting to see why Quinn likes you so much."
She laughs.
I mean, he
Maybe
kind of.
someone will maybe someone will voice that fully someday so I can understand too.
That's her saying that, and I think he sort of thinks and goes, "Well, you're nice and welcoming, and I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think as many people would be so willing to let go of the whole tricked you and lied to you and made you think the thing you saw wasn't real thing."
She shrugs. It has been a long time since then.
Okay, but that could also describe the thing that happened like last couple nights ago.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not asking you to be mad. I guess it was just sort of like, I mean, if you want to be mad, you can be.
I don't feel like being mad right now. I'd rather color.
Fair.
She does have her drawing like angled so that he can't exactly see what she's doing just yet.
Oh, meanwhile he's kind of just like drawing out in the open. I think he's like taped together multiple sheets to try and draw since he didn't like plan out the space well enough. Since he's trying to draw what it, like appears to be like I'm gonna say like a view from a window of a fairground.
Mm-hmm. I think Jackie's drawing two different pictures.
Ooh, I do think I think Hammer's gonna like get a little curious and try to like creep his shadow over to peek. Can I roll stealth?
Go ahead. I will roll perception.
Stealth is okay. Oh my god, Hairwire.
Oh, she got close to catching him, but no.
He like somehow like did a false thing where he tried to make it seem like his endo body was the one that was gonna peek, so she looked at that one and meanwhile his shadow snuck up and peered.
Yeah. Okay, there's one that's almost done. It just needs to finish color, and there's one that's more of a work in progress. The one that's almost done is a picture of her and him. You know,
Aww.
classic drawing them together.
Classic for the fridge.
Yeah. And I think the other one is something a bit more sappy of like because she has the robotic memory, so she knows what Bun Bun looked like. She's got a drawing of the current him holding the tiny him, and they're both smiling.
Aww. Like his face of his shadow like and then they'll both immediately contort with emotion.
She looks at him confused because she thought she kept him from seeing it.
like meanwhile like behind her his shadow's having like cup a hand over his mouth to stop from like making any gross like you know pull like sniffle
Sobbing
like noise.
noises.
Yeah, gross sobbing noise. Like in the background his shadow just like you know the like see how hard I can cry meme? It's like his shadow is doing that
Yeah.
while his hair into body is trying to keep it together.
Yeah. She just like squints and pulls her paper closer to her body as she eyes his endo body. Because it's meant to be a surprise.
He's so bad at impulse control. Shadow just like slowly has to like slink away and pull himself back into his endo. I'm not going to say anything, but uh, you know, just totally unrelated to anything that just happened that you're not aware of. I think you're a good artist.
Thank you, she says as she raises an eyebrow suspiciously.
You did such a great job painting the sunset. Yep. Mhm. All I'm referring to.
I see. I am proud of that.
You know what? You can roll insight to see he's lying. I'm gonna roll deception.
Well, she got a 9, so I don't think she's catching on yet.
I'm gonna have him roll at disadvantage since. Oh my god, he could have gotten a nat 20.
A 31.
He's scary slightly, actually. I think I'm saying his deception right.
He's still higher, so she doesn't catch on. She just suspicious. She doesn't know what he did.
She's like, I've dealt with enough kids to know something has happened, but I'm not sure what.
A process has occurred that I'm unaware of.
Yes. I think, he kind of gets a wistful look on his face after saying that and looking down at his own drawing of the something that would be part of the dreamland.
Hmm. He's having a great time in the daycare. Jacky is so sweeties to him.
So sweeties. So, he kind of like taps his crown on his drawing. Trying to gather words. I was sort of curious.
Mm.
Do when we were talking earlier about me working at the daycare, would that like you mean it?
Yeah, of course I mean it. Why would I offer if I didn't?
I guess that makes sense. It just kind of is really clicking now. I guess.
She smiles, is like, I definitely don't know everything about you or what you've done, but I've gotten a clear enough image from Quinn and the interactions I had with you that I'm willing to give you that chance.
Like he looks
I mean,
hopeful,
we
but
are
then
friends.
he sort of like cringes and goes, "Okay, like I mean, but I am like I." He like holds his hands up in like a little bit of a like a little pinch motion. I maybe killed a few people accidentally on purpose.
I know. Quinn told me.
Oh, good. That's not a deal breaker.
She gets that smug look on her face a little as she looks off to the side. It's like, yeah, it's definitely not. It'd be hypocritical of me after what happened with Quinn.
Kind of like eyes emojis are like, what? Wait, what does that mean? Wait, I think I know what that means. My brain cells clicking to get. He like then gets like his own like kind of like smug, mischievous look and goes, "Ooh, are you guys dating?
Hmm?
Are you guys dating now?"
No.
Oh, he thinks for a second, but something occurred.
Yeah, something. You should ask Quinn about it. I bet they'll have a totally normal reaction. She giggles.
I might just have to.
She enjoys the mischief. Something close, crows.
Yeah, something cuter than making out sloppy stylist crosses, but in the same
Yeah,
spirit.
yeah, along those lines.
In the ballpark.
You'll just have to listen to the recording. They really are Adam's family style, aren't
They
they?
are,
I
they
love them.
are. The clowns need to, for the next Halloween, dress up Adam style.
So true.
Morticia and Gomez, but we'll have to like flip a coin to see who is the Gomez and who is the Morticia, though I think Jackie has cemented her place, actually.
Yeah, but also consider it'd be really funny if, like, they start out as one set, and then, like, in the middle of whatever day it is, they switch out the costumes.
But if they just did it like slowly piece by piece.
Yeah.
Morticia with
Until-
mustache.
yeah, until they end up in the opposite outfit at the end of the day.
I'm like, but yeah, HareWire is giving her like, this is the rabbit that stares at game people currently.
Yeah.
It knows what you are.
She's she's just finding this very funny. She can already imagine now Quinn texting her, like, what did you tell him? And she's giggling, imagining it.
Like, HareWire sort of kicks his feet. And he goes like, we should have like when you do start dating them, maybe we could have a double date or a triple date. There's multiple people dating at the PartyPlex. This place is, if anyone breaks up, it's going to be extremely awkward for everyone.
She can't help but like go at that, like a little snort. You're not wrong.
It's like, oh no, my coworkers and friends were dating, and then they broke up, and now whose side will I be on? We still have to make pizzas or whatever.
The perfect soap opera, huh?
Ooh, we could make it a soap opera.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind that. It'd just be a thing of convincing Quinn. Or getting the drop on them.
I'm okay with kidnapping someone into a triple date, double date.
You will have fun whether you like it or not. Crows in all caps in the chat. HareWire, no kidnapping. Swipe or no swiping.
Swiper, no swiping.
I think by now she's finished her 2 pieces.
Okay, HareWire has to like school his face to like emote like he would have if he saw it for the first time.
So sobbing, going, weh.
Yes, like he perfectly calms his features as she pushes them over, and then he like stares at them for a second, and then just starts sobbing.
And she like flinches back and is like, are you okay?
This is so beautiful.
What?
It's so beautiful.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
I don't have a fridge to put it on, but if I did, I would put it on it.
Well, you could put it on your wall. That's what I do for a lot of my favorites.
He thinks about that. Okay, I'm gonna go tape it on the wall later, and he like puts them gently into his hammer space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kurt's he wakes up like gets a light bulb above his head, and like he grabs the light bulb, points it at Jacky, and goes, "Wait, I do have a fridge. My boyfriend has a fridge."
Ah, yes. The ultimate use of a boyfriend. Using their fridge.
That's what they're for.
Exactly. Quinn also has a mini fridge. I'm now realizing.
The classic partner mini fridge. There are many benefits to romance, including free fridges.
Yes, yes.
I could also
Apparently.
apparently just like I could. Okay, here's an idea. Here's an idea. You're not gonna like it, but here's an idea. I could steal a fridge from the kitchen.
I think James would come after you.
Not if we cover for me, he will not know it was me. It was
What kind
just
of cover story would we give him, though?
it was a nefarious scheme by Rara.
She's kind of tempted for this now purely because it's really funny to imagine telling a story to James of Rara stole our fridge. Your refrigerator ran!
he like and then we could prank call him about his refrigerator running.
Exactly. If you want a fridge, we can get you a fridge.
Oh, we have the means.
We have the means and the motive.
The means, the motive, the opportunity, because we know that guy's schedule pretty well, because you're security.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is great. I could have been stealing things with you a whole while ago.
She laughs. We'll have to make up for lost time then.
Mm-hmm.
And she like eyes his papers, like, so how's yours going?
pretty good. He like flips it around to show her better. This is my area of the dreamland. I sort of like from my bedroom window sort of thing. It's doesn't look like this right now. You see all the buildings and structures are complete and right now it's sort of a little bit burnt down. But you know I've noticed lately when like he taps like he kind of like lowers his shirt a little bit and taps at the green battery on his chest. Since I've been feeling better, it's I've noticed some things starting to pull themselves together.
She like traces her hand over the drawing kind of reverently and is like, well, I mean, if it's your area, it makes sense. You're getting better, so it's starting to heal too.
Yeah, it's all working out. Kinda neat.
Hmm. I really would like to visit this place. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I kinda had this passing thought earlier of okay, so not to get all jargony on you, but I think the dream realm is a place. It's a place that like you can't just walk to it, but it exists. Cause when I'm there, I exist. Um, I mean, when I'm here, I exist, but I'm kind of. It gets a little confusing with me and my family because we're like locals to it in a way. It's like if you're okay. I've never had to explain it like this before. Hold on, like so. Imagine I'm here and I'm awake right now. Yeah.
Hmm.
When I sleep, I wake up there. So right now, in our world, I'm asleep and dreaming of this world, but I'm awake here. So when I go to sleep here, then suddenly I'm in our world and I'm sleeping here, but I'm awake there.
She nods like it makes complete sense. And also, um, there's a joke I could make,
What?
and I don't wanna. That's a thing in Homestuck.
Oh no, have I? Oh, the nature of humanity is everyone accidentally recreates Homestuck. Have I recreated Homestuck?
Yeah, you've recreated a part of Homestuck.
God damn it.
It's a really good part, so yeah, don't worry about it. It's in other things too.
Yeah.
It's not a copyrighted concept. It's a really cool one.
The trouble with Homestuck is it's just touched on so many concepts that it's almost inescapable.
Yeah.
My god, though. But yeah, I don't know the Homestuck thing, but I presume you're getting what he's putting down.
Yeah, Jackie understands.
Yeah. So he kind of nods at her and he goes, "So, um, it gets tricky, but I think somewhat like I know people. At least this one guy, my friend, you met him, Luke. He could go there. Well, I could help him go there when we went to bed, and we would have adventures there. Um, I don't know how to do it for multiple people since we would all have to be like snark me. Uh, but Owl figured out with their illusions they could just sort of like half bring it here, half bring other people in, and sort of meet in the confusing middle. But like if they figured out to use their magic like that, now I'm thinking, could I figure out how to use the magic I have to some way or another like bridge the gap?
If you do, and we like need to sleep or something, I've got the whole nap time corner or my room with the big pillow nest. We could all, you and me and whoever you want to invite, we could all like have a sleepover and
Yeah. I think
try to
like
see if we can go.
sleeping is a possibility. In fact, I think that would be the easier possibility. But I'm kind of talking about like what Owl does, where it's sort of like more. Since I mean, in the end of the day, you would be asleep and I would be asleep. But when I sleep, it's different from when you sleep. It's but like I guess I just kind of want it to be realer.
Well, I don't know how I'd go about doing that in your shoes, but I'll be cheering you on.
He smiles at her. Thanks.
Yeah, she looks down at the pretty drawing and is like, "Do you want to keep this, or can I have it?"
I guess if you wouldn't mind, I'll keep this. It's
She nods.
and he smiles at her again. But you know what? Hold on. And like he quickly grabs another sheet of paper and starts scribbling away. And like he has to like hide it from her view because he's a hypocrite and doesn't want her peeking. But then he like turns around and proudly presents his own drawing of them standing together. Like his interpretation of when she was doing his hair.
Oh, she'll like take it very gently and goes, "This is definitely going up on my wall."
He smiles again. You're a lot of fun.
So are you. Thank you for coming and visiting me. Not a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I'll try to swing around because unlike these other losers, I don't have a job.
You know, I'm one of those losers with the job, right?
I said what I said.
Fair enough.
Well, I hate to cut and run, but I guess I coulda got some stuff I need to think about now. Thanks for your help
She
with the
nods.
makeover and everything.
Of course. Oh, if you have any way to get into the Razwatch system, we could probably text back and forth if you want to.
Oh,
I do it
I'm
with
in
Gwen a
there.
lot.
I'm just random Indo labeled, but I am in there. Hold on, let me like he kind of squints his eyes and like shut and thinks real hard and tries to like find Jackie in the logs.
Yeah.
And she gets a random message from Indo823 that's just poorly spelled out. Hi, it's me, the guy in front of you. Unless you're not the person in front of me and I got the wrong number.
She'll she'll send back a text that says, "Don't worry," with a white and black heart emoji. I can imagine her like saving the nickname for that endo as like a little emoji things where it's like a sunshine and a rabbit emoji.
Aw, Sunny Bunny.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I can only assume HareWire spraying contacts look like a nightmare. Everyone labeled in weird, confusing ways because he doesn't quite get it how to use his brain this way yet.
But yeah, Jackie grins at him and goes, "You can come visit whenever I don't have anyone else around, and we can play."
Alright, that's fine by me. Uh, I guess I'll see you around.
Mm-hmm. She waves him out. She does make sure to like text him a like thing of like she would like a heads up when he's coming over because she has someone who likes to come sleep in the daycare occasionally, and she doesn't want them getting like jump scared on accident.
HareWire Frankie FPS win.
Yeah, why are Frankie free reign of the daycare? What horrors will they commit?
But yeah, he sends her like a thumbs up emoji, followed
Mhm.
by like a sunshine emoji and an explosion emoji and a cool shades emoji and a star sparkle emoji.
She loves it.
He
I
just
also
figured out
think
how to
as she
use
goes,
brain emojis.
yeah, I think as because he didn't really take the pictures with him, so I'm
Oh,
just
I
imagining
guess
Jackie.
I didn't describe it, but I was imagining like he kind of gathered up all the pictures.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think there was like one left in the camera when he left that she hadn't pulled out yet, so she pulls it out and looks at it. and smiles fondly and like takes a screenshot and sends it to Quinn and goes, I just had a very nice play date.
Oh. Meanwhile, HareWire re-arrives at his little basement nook, and he procures some tape from somewhere. Maybe he had it in his hammer space, and he tapes up the various photos in the drawings they made, and he puts the one of the dream realm kind of like at the center of everything, and he just gazes at it like he's gazing out of the window he drew the view from.
Mm-hmm.
And he thinks a while and slowly lifts a hand to it and traces it. One day I'll get to show them you.
Oh, but yeah, he's for sure got a new friend now.
He's for sure.
Mhm.
He's gonna strategize. He's gonna figure it out. He's gonna get better.
Mhm.
He's gonna get more friends. He's gonna show them the dream realm.
He's got multiple goals to work towards too now.
Yippee! Anyway, this has been a very cute game. Thank you for playing
Mhm.
with me.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for DMing.
Well, I'm not sure if I was DMing. It's an FPS, but we have done
You
it.
we were guiding it together. We DM together. That's the beauty of FPS.
And thank you everyone who listens, whether it's live or in the future. Bye bye!
Bye bye.